that the internet would become a bigger part of how retailers interact with their customers was probably predictable. The challenge has been for retailers is to figure out how to make it work and make money at it, and understanding how the internet, either multi-channel retailing and or the interaction with the customers through social media, what's the right strategy for your particular business? What makes sense in your context, and what's the best way to go to market? Given sort of the suite of assets that you have, your competitive set. And I think that's a challenge that all retailers, traditional retailers, are still in the process of figuring it out. And it's a very dynamic area, obviously. The challenge, I think, that retailers, and again, many businesses are facing, is again this need to continue to invest in the business, invest in these new capabilities, and invest in these new capabilities, not being entirely sure what the benefits are yet, on the one hand, but also having to invest in an economic environment which is more volatile than we are used to. So when you're making long-term investments, it's just more challenging to see how these things are going to pan out. From a planning perspective, and you said, I think most of you probably are living this every day, is the whole the capital budgeting and capital allocation process is much more challenging today than it was when everybody could see top-line growth that just sort of baked it into their outlooks.
Does that mean there's less room for mistakes, but less money to spend to potentially make those mistakes?
Well, I think you have to be that much better at capital allocation so that you don't make mistakes, because it's that much harder to afford making